It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. This is your host, Amy Blair Lawson. Today's episode is entitled, It's Time to Zap Neurotic Suffering. Have you ever wondered why some pain sticks like glue while other hurts fade into growth? That's because there are two types of suffering, and the difference is the magic divide between them. The first type of suffering is legitimate suffering. Legitimate suffering feels like a gut punch delivered by life's curveballs, such as losing a job, or the passing of a loved one, or battling an illness. This type of suffering is raw and it's real, and it's our brain's way of saying, hey, pay attention, you need to process this. You may be familiar with the work of Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Many years ago, back in 1969, she wrote a book entitled On Death and Dying. Even if you haven't read her groundbreaking book, you are probably aware of the 5 stages of grief. There's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. If we allow ourselves to fully feel what needs to be felt, legitimate suffering follows this progression. First, we deny the situation. We deny the loss of our job or our loved one or our health. Then we're angry. We're angry at the company who fired us and or at ourselves for getting fired, or we're angry at the loved one for leaving us, or we're angry that we got sick. Then we start bargaining with God or the universe or spirit or whatever name you use to refer to your creator. If you lost your job, maybe you tell yourself, if I network nonstop and apply for 50 jobs this week, maybe I can pretend this firing never really happened. If your loved one passed away, maybe you tell yourself, if I replay every detail of that day and figure out exactly what went wrong, maybe I can stop this from being real in my mind. If you're battling a serious illness, maybe you tell yourself, if I don't tell anyone how bad it is and I just keep pushing through, maybe it won't progress and I can avoid the worst. Once you realize bargaining isn't working for you, then you feel depressed over the loss. If you lost your job, you may feel depressed over the loss of income or status or your sense of purpose or all of them. If you lost a loved one, you may feel depressed over the loss of love or companionship or the security of having someone in your life or all of them. If you are battling a serious illness, you may feel depressed over the loss of your vitality or your freedom or your longevity or all of them. And once you work through the depression, you move into acceptance, but not to be confused with resignation. Acceptance feels calm, whereas resignation feels like defeat. When you accept the situation, you stop fighting against the things that you can't change and start focusing your energy on the things you can. The next position, or allowing the love you share to lift you up when things seem hard in the future, or living in gratitude every day for the things you used to take for granted. Legitimate suffering isn't forever. It's temporary. It's a teacher. You can't wish it away, but you can shift your mindset from that of a victim into one that says, this sucks right now, but it'll make me wiser. Neuroscience backs this up. Temporary pain rewires us for resilience. Neurotic suffering, on the other hand, is your mind's nasty habit. It's when your brain turns a healed scab into an opened wound. For example, do you still think about that annoying or abusive ex from years ago? Are you still replaying the fights or the slights or freaking out over what ifs that never happened? Or how about the opposite? Are you still pining for the one who got away, romanticizing the reality that drove the relationship to its end in the first place? Psychologist Sigmund Freud referred to this as repressed junk bubbling up. But today's brain scans show that the amygdala, the primitive part of our brain that drives us to fight or flee or freeze in the face of perceived danger, is actually hijacking your calm thoughts by looping old fearful ones. Neurotic suffering is not protective, it's exhausting. It sidelines us, echoing childhood pain, causing us to miss out on joy. Unlike legitimate pain, neurotic suffering is optional. It's your mind's bad habit, and it's sneaky. Neurotic suffering is not reality's fault. It's yours. You are in charge of your thoughts, which means you can change them. Mindset is the ticket to changing your thoughts. It's the ticket to healing, which is very exciting when you think about it. You can rewrite the script. For legitimate suffering, a mindset shift turns pain into power. You can exchange thoughts such as, I'll never be okay, or this will destroy me, for thoughts such as, I'm growing through this. Dr. Martin Seligman's positive psychology research proves that changing your mindset builds grit. And grit is what helps us move through life's gut punches with wisdom and courage and grace and strength. Grit reminds us that we are those things. When it comes to neurotic suffering, mindset doesn't heal it, it eliminates it. You stop torturing yourself over things that no longer exist or never existed in the first place. You stop torturing yourself over ghosts. So how do you change your mindset? You have several options, including traditional talk therapy, affirmations, and hypnosis, or you can have RTT, which is a combination of the best of all of them. Each component plays an important role in your transformation, with hypnosis being the linchpin. Before I talk more about what RTT is, let me tell you what RTT is not. RTT is not a coaching program. Coaching programs look forward and provide a strategy to get you there. RTT looks back long enough to uncover the root of any negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that have kept you from moving forward. It helps you uncover why you haven't moved forward yet. Then it rewires your mind with positive, empowering thoughts so you can move forward with wisdom and courage and grace and strength, because RTT helps you remember that you are those things. Neuroscience has taught us that the quickest way to change a belief is when you're in a super relaxed yet super focused state, and hypnosis puts you in that state very quickly. You are already familiar with that state of mind without realizing it. That super relaxed yet super focused state is the same state you're in when you're engrossed in a good book or a good movie, and someone can say your name and you don't even hear them. Yet when you choose to look up, you are immediately back into full awareness. The talk therapy component of this is important because we know for our own healing that it is important to call it what it is, to say it out loud, to get it out. Unlike talk therapy where you relive the pain, with RTT you don't relive anything. You're going to describe a scene, and what you describe may be sad and you may get emotional, but you're not going to relive any of it. Once the root of the negative thought and limiting belief is discovered, then we use what I like to call truth statements to rewire your brain with the truth about you. And the truth about you is that you are enough. You were born enough, which means you've always been enough. You will die enough, which means you'll always be enough. Another truth about you is that you belong in any room you want to walk into because you're you. And another truth about you is that everything you want is available to you. I deliver these truths in the form of a bespoke audio. Prior to starting the program, I asked my clients what their lives would look like without the problem, and I weave their words into the audio. I also asked them what their perfect workday would look like without the problem, and I weave that language in as well. And I also incorporate quick, easy, and effective embodiment practices because it's essential to embody the new beliefs, to change your identity, to change how you see yourself. And unlike other modalities of therapy, RTT offers rapid, lasting change. It's in the name, Rapid Transformational Therapy. And by rapid, I mean rapid. Most issues can be resolved in 30 to 90 days. Imagine how different your life can look in 30 to 90 days. Imagine how much better you could feel in 30 to 90 days. So what can you do right now to start removing the victim crown from your queenly head? What can you do right now to change your mindset? Well, here's an easy peasy action plan for you. First, identify the type of suffering you're experiencing. Be honest with yourself. Tell yourself the truth. The truth will set you free, though it may piss you off at first, but do it anyway. Are you feeling the pain of a real event, such as the loss of a job or the death of a loved one, or from battling a serious illness? If so, your suffering is legitimate. But if you are suffering from the endless loop of a lie or reliving old dramas in your head, you are causing your own suffering. That suffering is neurotic and you can stop it. So stop it. Second, grab a sheet of paper and a pen and write the following question. Why am I able to release the old pain so easily? Write it several times in the morning, then again at lunch, and again right before you go to sleep. Notice that I had you write the question, why am I able to release the old pain so easily, as opposed to the statement, I have released the old pain. Well, the reason is this. At this point, if you tell yourself, I have released the old pain, your conscious mind will likely say, no, you haven't. Remember, blah, blah, blah. Then your mind is off to the races again. But by asking the question, why am I able to release the old pain so easily? You were telling your subconscious mind that you are already releasing the old pain and it's easy. Remember, the subconscious mind gives you more of what you focus on. So by focusing on old pain, you were telling your subconscious mind that you want more pain. And then guess what you get? More pain. Third, try RTT. Book a breakthrough session. My calendar link is in the show notes. And last but not least, amp it up. A simple walk in nature supercharges your brain's neuroplasticity. My friend, mindset isn't fluff. It's your power. Suffering doesn't own you. You can honor the real pain and ditch the bullshit that's kept you stuck. And RTT can get you unstuck fast. Wishing you peace and plenty of unstuckness. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray and unstuck girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a Rapid Transformational Therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.